Hello and welcome to the Cinematic Attic YouTube channel. I'm Mike. How you doing? No, really. How you doing? You. Right there. So you may have noticed there's a new intro. I've been tweaking some things and I probably will never stop doing that, and that's all right. I did want to mention I've noticed over the last couple videos I've gained quite a few more views. I don't know if that's a fluke or what, but hey, welcome. For those of you who may be new, this is just a series of videos where I talk about mainly my video collection, what's new to the collection, Blu-ray, 4K, DVD, even VHS, or whatever else. And if I upgrade things, what might be leaving the collection. I also talk about some of my favorite films, film books, and whatever else I might want to talk about. One thing I'm not here for is to beg for likes or subscribes or subscriptions or views or any of that stuff. I'm just here to talk about movies. And that's what we're going to do. Starting now, here's some things I've picked up recently. So we get to start out today with some film noir. I got two sets here. First one from Kino Lorber. Seems I took a short break, but they are back with more sets. There's another one I need to order. Another two I think I need to order already. But here's The Dark Side of Cinema 12. And with this one, we get these three movies. We get Hold Back Tomorrow, Outside the Wall, and Undertow. So another three movies, and I haven't seen and have never owned any of these, so that's always great. Then I got the new imprint box, Essential Film Noir Collection number 4. This one has 5 movies instead of the 4 that the other sets had. They do put 2 movies on one disc. With this set, the movies you get are Rope of Sand, Appointment with Danger, The Enforcer with Bogart, and I have seen this one. And this is the one with 2 movies. You get Beware My Lovely and Jennifer. And I have seen Jennifer. I don't like when they put one cover on each side and then you have to choose. As if the other film suddenly doesn't exist or something. At least they put the 2 on the back. But I really wish they did some kind of split thing, honestly. But hey, whatever. So yeah, these 4 films in the new imprint set, which I believe I got from Grindhouse Video at a nicer price. I got this next set for one main reason, and that's to get a widescreen copy. But I got the Arrow Region B release of Children of the Corn trilogy. This is not new, but picked this up mainly because Part 2 I cannot find on disc in the United States in a widescreen format anywhere. Maybe it exists, but I haven't found it. I did pick up one release where it said it was widescreen. I put it in the player and it wasn't. So, what do you do? Except order this Arrow set, I guess. With this, you do get a book and a poster, but you get Part 1 on 4K. And then you get Part 2 and 3 on Blu-ray. This will actually upgrade my VHS of Children of the Corn. But it also gives me Part 2 in widescreen, so a little pricey, but I am now content with my Children of the Corn movies. A couple from Code Red. These are not new, but these I got to replace full screen DVDs, as I'm still trying to go through and do that. It doesn't feel like it'll ever end, honestly. But I got the Black Gestapo, which I had on some double feature DVD with the Black 6, and both of those are in full screen. This is the only one I could find that has a widescreen release on disc. And also Devil Times 5, which I have on a double feature DVD with All the Kind of Strangers, I think, which is a TV movie, so it's not going to be widescreen anyway. But this one should have been. So here we go. Code Red releases there. Then a few from Scream Factory. This one is not new. Grave of the Vampire. This is to upgrade another, or replace rather, another full screen DVD. Then these next two are Scream Factory site exclusives. I know a lot of people don't like the fact that these are site exclusives, and I totally get that, because they are a little expensive for just a simple Blu-ray with maybe some special features, maybe not. But, you know, I can look past that a little bit, because, you know, Vinegar Syndrome has site exclusive things, although you do seem to get more for your money. The thing that really bothered me, this being the first time I actually ordered a site exclusive, was that when these two Blu-rays arrived in the mail, they were in a bubble mailer. I have learned to expect that kind of thing from sellers on eBay and Amazon, where, you know, you get things, even things that you pay a lot of money for, in some flimsy packaging. They ship it in, and it's ridiculous. But I do not expect that from a boutique Blu-ray company, boutique 4K company. They know they're catering to collectors. They know the expectation on these things, and they ship them in a bubble mailer. Luckily, these did not arrive damaged. Sorority House Massacre. And this is another thing about site exclusives from Scream Factory. This is one that would have sold just fine without being a site exclusive. Don't get it. But this will upgrade VHS, which is mainly why I got it. The other one is a double feature that upgrades to VHS. Crime Zone and Future Kick. And these are the VHS that will be going away. But yeah, I mean, you know, there's nothing wrong with these releases. Perfectly happy to have them. But a bubble mailer. I recently attended a little mini convention, a kind of physical media convention, hosted by another YouTuber, Captain Adam. Captain Adam's VHS pirate ship, I think. It was Captain Adam's VHS Expo, and it had VHS, obviously, records, laser discs, comics, even video games and other sorts of things. I went to check it out, and it was a lot of fun. Just to, you know, just the fact that this kind of thing existed, and it was just in a little community center, and it was, you know, just really neat. Now, unfortunately, even though they had a lot of great VHS, I'm trying to upgrade all mine, and so I didn't really look at those much to be tempted. I looked to see if they had any DVDs and Blu-rays. They didn't have a lot, but I did find a couple things from one booth, and they're actually shot on video films, and I love shot on video. Two from the SRS Retro line. I got Night Feeder. And I've watched this. It's an okay shot on video film until the last 5 minutes, which are incredible. And from what I read online, that's pretty much the consensus. Last 5 minutes are incredible. And I got Shot by Night, the Byron C. Miller collection of short shot on video films. And there was one there, he had several of the SRS Retro line. And there was one that he had that I didn't get that I regretted. So I went to Amazon and actually got it for $5 cheaper. So I got Hallucinations. This is an early Polonia Brothers movie. Looking forward to checking that out. But yeah, that's all the stuff I wanted to spotlight. Here's everything else I picked up. Got these two from Amazon. This one will upgrade these two VHS. Got this at an antique mall, and it will replace this VHS. From eBay. From a Goodwill. Few thrift store pickups. To replace a full screen DVD. From Big Lots. And this one will upgrade this VHS. From eBay. Some VHS for deletion. So for today's two entries in the Pantheon, my favorite films of all time, I have two ones that have been in the Pantheon a long time. First one, Raiders of Atlantis, from 1983. Directed by Ruggero Deodato, who did Cannibal Holocaust. Starring Chris Connolly, has Isaac Asimov, George Hilton, Michelle Soavi. This is a post-apocalyptic sci-fi action movie pile of craziness. It is amazing. This is an Italian film, Italian sci-fi post-apoc movie. I just love it. It's cheesy in places, but it's good cheesy. And it's full of some scenes you just have to see to believe. This Severin disc I was so happy to get when they put it out a few years ago because I had long wanted a decent copy of this. I first saw this on either an old Grindhouse multi-pack set that had terrible prints of films, including that one, and it may have been under the alternate title Atlantis Interceptors, I'm not sure. Or I might have seen it first on this VHS that I've had for a while, which I am keeping, because I've seen that this film is listed with two different running times, 92 minutes and 98 minutes. 98 is notated as a US length. I haven't figured out what the difference is, if there is even a difference, but it would seem there would be if there's 6 minutes difference. I don't know. Anyway, this VHS is marked at 98 minutes, whereas the Blu-ray is marked at 92. So just to be safe, I'm keeping that DVD, VHS. But yeah, Raiders of Atlantis. You gotta see it to believe it. It's amazing. The next one is a longtime slasher favorite. The slasher movie in the grocery store, Intruder. This is directed by Scott Spiegel. It has some people you recognize. Bruce Campbell, Sam Raimi, as it says on the front there. Also Renee Estevez. This is exactly what I said, a slasher set in a grocery store. After closing time, there are some employees and people pretty much stuck in the store. And there is someone out there killing them. And it... I like the fact that it happens in a grocery store. You don't see too many slashers in that setting. And I like the innovative way some of the kills are not only portrayed, but actually shot. It's a really cool movie. It's full of a lot of quirkiness that you would expect from the people whose names you see on this film. Some of the other things they've done. Evil Dead, anyone. But yeah, this is delightful fun. Now, if you've never seen this, do not watch the trailer first. Seems counterintuitive, but don't watch the trailer. Watch this because, yeah, the trailer might spoil some things. Anyway, Intruder. This is my full moon DVD, and this is good enough for now. But yeah, the movie, though, fantastic. So if you love slashers and you've never seen this one, it is a good time. So earlier in the video, I got some shot on video films, and so today for the bookshelf, I wanted to recommend some books that deal with shot on video films. Two of these are from the same folks you've all heard of, Bleeding Skull. The first one, and it doesn't deal exclusively with shot on video, but there's a lot of it in here. We have Bleeding Skull, a 1980s trash horror odyssey by Joseph Ziemba and Dan Budnick. This I am happy to have because it is out of print. But this is a look at a lot of shot on video, but a lot of other obscure and crazy out there films from the 1980s. This has become an essential guide these days. This and the next one I'm going to show you. Actually, the next two I'm going to show you, technically. For a lot of the films that come out these days from a lot of the boutique labels, and with these books, especially with things from, Saturn Score and AGFA and all that stuff, that you really don't have a whole lot of other places to look up for information. These are reviews of films, so they're capsule reviews, the kind of stuff I like. And I am reading my way through it. I love it. It's definitely the kind of book I want to read cover to cover. But if you want to read about a lot of films you may not have heard of, a lot of films you may have trouble getting your hands on, but I love a challenge. Bleeding Skull, here's the 80s book. And one that's a little easier to get is the 90s book. This one by Joseph Ziemba, Annie Choi, and Zach Carlson. This one is in color, where the other one, this one is not. But it's the same kind of thing. Although this one, I think, leans really heavily into shot on video, and I like that. But yeah, same kind of thing. Capsule reviews of films. Also, some interesting sidebars. For example, there's one here. Wave Productions. It's kind of a list of some 90s wave production films, which are nice things to have as reference. But yeah, this is just another really great look at a lot of obscure films. And that's the kind of stuff I love. So yeah, Bleeding Skull, these two books are, I would call them essential. This one, Analog Nightmares, the shot on video horror Films of 1982 to 1995 by Richard Mogg. This is all shot on video, nothing but shot on video. And as you can see, it's a nice big book. And there are interviews in here, which is not usually my thing, but it is absolutely full of capsule reviews, which are my thing. It is in black and white. Yeah, here's a better page with some pictures. So in my recent dive into shot on video, this book and The Bleeding Skulls have been invaluable, just to learn things, and just to see that someone else has seen these weird movies. I love it. But yeah, if you're really into shot on video, I would recommend this book as well. So there, three books about films, weird films, shot on video films, for you to check out if you are so inclined. And with that, everyone, I'll wrap up today's video. So until next time, enjoy your movies.